Hello, True Destiny. So I'm actually here to go through a kit issue with you. So for those of you who have your pen and paper handy, you're going to want to take some notes. So I'm actually going to go through some of the information that came in your kit. Now, if you haven't had an opportunity to go through your kit yet, I'm going to highly suggest that you start to do that and kind of go through some of the paperwork in the kit. But this is just kind of a general overview of things that you should know. So kind of some helpful hints. This sheet is actually posted to our True Destiny files on the Facebook group page. So you can feel free to go ahead and print this off and just kind of double check and make notes if you want to, or separately. So first and foremost, want to make sure that you have the information of where you need to go for questions. So if you ever have questions when it comes to orders, if there's things missing from an order or questions about the website, make sure that you have customer care's phone number. That is 888-921-7395. My phone number is 815-343-3744. And then also you have your recruiter. In some instances, you might have a manager, and then you also have a director. So you do have kind of a support system around you to be able to help answer any kind of questions you might have along the way. So just make sure that you have that in place. The other thing is make sure that you keep your consultant ID number in a handy place. So inside your date book, there's actually a spot for you to write it down. So you want to make sure that you write down your consultant ID number or the 11-digit ID number. So that you're going to want to memorize. Now, the other thing that I want to kind of go through is in your kit, there was a page poster that goes through the Confidence Start program. The Confidence Start program, there is actually a separate training video that you can kind of go through and go through the explanation of it. But I want to make sure that you understand that the Confidence Start program, it's only for new consultants in their first 13 weeks of business. So this is for you, and it's very important that you know that the Confidence Start program can be gone through and completed, of course. It is the 13-week program. The ultimate goal is for you to be able to complete your $7,500 in your first 13 weeks of business. Now, can it be done beforehand? Absolutely. We actually have a record holder at True Destiny, who's actually went through the Confidence Start program in 6.5 weeks. So can it be done early? Absolutely. It just means that you're working towards earning all the other gifts that Tupperware has to offer. So the one thing that I'm going to tell you about the Confidence Start program is if you have not submitted an order in your first 30 days, as soon as you submit an order, it starts your time clock on your Confidence Start program. But if you haven't submitted anything in your first 30 days, on your 31st day is when your time clock will start on your on your Confidence Start program in your first 13 weeks. So just kind of a heads up on that. There is a tracker on the website that I take you through in another video of where to go to find that. So you want to make sure that you get familiar with that so you can start to track your progress. So the other thing is to work on your 100 list. Now, if you just seen your welcome aboard, your checklist, you're going to hear that I just talked about that 100 list. So you want to make sure that you start to put that together. Your 100 contact list is very important because it helps create start your customer base for you, and creates an opportunity for you to be able to revisit for looking for party leads and recruit leads and that type of thing. It keeps it all in one spot. So once you have your list completed, don't forget to contact your director. She'll take care of sending you a gift for that, or having a gift ready for you at one of the upcoming meetings. So you're actually going to use the symbol Frank. I do go through that in a separate video too, but Frank stands for friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, and kids, friends and parents, associates, with the kids. So you can kind of use that in correlation with creating your 100 contact list. The other thing is start to think about on your list who might want to consider joining your team, your future team. The best part about this business is even though you're new, you have the opportunity to welcome people to our team. And the beauty is you don't have to know everything that there is to know about Tupperware in order to help people along the way. All you have to do is get them connected, to us, and we help take care of the training. So that's what we have these videos for. That's what we have our weekly training events, is to be able to help give you the power and the knowledge to be able to make your business successful. So start to look at who could be your potential buddies that you're going to have, join your future team. So the other thing we want to make sure that you're doing is finish finishing your training courses. We do offer different, there's a ton of different videos. We offer different types of classes that we want to make sure you partake in, because the more that you learn, the more you earn. You're going to hear me say that all the time because it's truly the case. So we want to encourage you and be able to, build that confidence that you know what you know about your products and you know about the business. So we want to get you connected, to those training events. The other thing is we want to make sure you know how you're getting paid. So we make 25% commission on whatever we sell, no matter how you sell it. So we want to make sure that you understand, that you're getting paid. So customers, if they're paying by cash or check, they're going to pay us. You're going to take the money, you're going to deposit it. I would suggest getting a Tupperware card. I explained that in one of the other trainings, but the Tupperware card specifically for placing orders. Or you deposit it in your account. Now, if they pay by a credit card, they can actually process it through the Tupperware system. But basically, once you've held a party and you submit your party, you get paid. So it's an instant payday every time you go out and hold parties, or you're going out and work in your business. So 25% commission, basically, on standard party, you're going to make about $125, which is nice because you're there for about 2 hours. So it's pretty good money when you stop and break it down. Now, in every month, you have an opportunity to earn what we call personal sales volume bonus. So based on your sales for the month, you're going to be able to maximize and earn some additional money based on where your qualifications hit in that given month. So, we do run month to month in our sales month. The last Friday of the month is always the end of our sales month, so you're going to hear us talk a lot about that. And it's actually in your date book, it kind of explains that. But you want to track your sales for the month, because if you're over $1,500, you're going to have the opportunity, to be able to get a bonus check. And who doesn't want extra money? So definitely want to make sure that you understand how you're getting paid. And of course, once you start to welcome people to our team, that's another form of revenue. You're going to be able to start to have extra streams of income coming in when you start to grow your team. So want to make sure you know that. The other thing is web order entry, processing your orders. I do have a separate video for that also, so make sure that you check that out. If you ever have any questions on how to submit orders, you can always call customer care, 888-921-7395. They can actually log in, or you can do the chat. They can actually log into your site and help you, or you can have a one-on-one, with your recruiter, manager, director, to be able to help with that. So the other thing is, make sure that you go on a training party. I know I mentioned that in the last video, and I'm going to mention it again. Training party is truly going to help encourage you to get all the skills that you need in order to have your parties be successful, and help your hostesses earn their gifts and then some. Because when you have happy hosts, you have loyal customers, and that's what's truly going to keep you in business, year after year. So the other thing is, I want to make sure that you know that we do have a couple different benefits of having your own Tupperware business. So there's lots of extra, offers. For instance, samplings where you can actually get the new products that'll come out for the next month to come. We get 35 to 50% off the sample prices. We get 25% off any current catalog prices. So, the beauty is we never pay full price for our Tupperware, which is great. So the sampling does actually count towards your sales for the month. So if you're a little short from hitting your goal to get a bonus check, and you plan on wanting to sample some things, that'll help you towards your sales, and you'll actually also earn gifts that way too. So you've got your sampling. You also have the opportunity, like I said, to be able to sell online if you do your upgrade for your website. So you want to take advantage of that. The other thing is your awards. Every time you turn around, Tupperware is going to be giving you the opportunity to get something. For instance, as the new consultant, you're going to have your Confidence Start program. You're going to get to earn all those gifts. Once you've gone through the program, us established consultants and higher, we actually have the opportunity to earn weekly gifts. So we have a very, very, very amazingly generous company. So every time you turn around, there's an opportunity for you to earn something, make more money, drive a car, go on trips, you name it, along with making money. So your awards, there's actually a process on how to redeem your award coupons, and I go through that again on another video. But if you have questions, anytime you earn a gift from Tupperware, it's going to be an award coupon loaded in your website. So just kind of keep an eye out for that. So the other thing that we want to make sure that you go through is our rally schedule. Now, We call them a couple different things. So they're basically trainings. So we have team meetings where we all get together with our own individual director teams and we go through a team meeting. We have what we call recognition release rally. That is where we do recognition from the previous month. We do gifts, we do drawings. We also release the following stuff coming out in the next month. So you always want to make sure that you come to that rally because it's you're going to get to see stuff that sometimes you're not supposed to. That's when I have you pinky swear. So the other thing we do is cooking classes. Cooking classes are fun because we're able to actually get interactive with the products. So that's where we try to teach you new recipes and be able to help you gain your product knowledge when it comes to the products. So you always want to come to those. And then for our leaders and above, future leaders, we do offer leadership training. So that's a specific training, more specializing geared toward you. I also try to give you a little bit of preview of what's going to be coming up. So that's why you want to be a leader, because there's always more benefits. So we always have our training events, the schedule's there, the events and the dates are loaded to the True Destiny Facebook group page. So, stay tuned. Your director will always keep you posted. And just remember, every time you come to me, you get something free. So you always want to come and bring guests, because when you bring guests, you get gifts too, and so do them. So always make sure of that. Now, the other thing is at our parties and our events, we don't allow children, because it's basically we're working, So now if you are a new mom and you are breastfeeding, that we do acknowledge. So of course you're always more than welcome to bring baby. When baby starts to make noise, then baby's got to stay home. So we just want to try to keep a professional business environment, especially at your parties and at our training events, especially when we have guests. So the other thing is attire. You're going to see I have our purple coat. Purple is our color. If you can't tell, it's pretty much everywhere. But we, as the director teams have our director coats, and we usually wear something black underneath, dress or skirt or dress pants. And usually our leaders are dressed in, a black sweater or blazer with something purple underneath. So we try to keep a business attire, just because we like people to dress for success, especially when you're at your parties. I can't stress that enough. You want to look like the Tupperware lady or a gentleman when you walk into the party. So no jeans, no khakis. You want to look professional, because they want to be able to identify that you are the Tupperware person there doing your job. So just try to dress for success. So the other thing is, when you're at your parties, kind of professional image. Make sure, of course, taking care of your dress attire, language, your food and drink. Now, food and drink. This is something that I was taught. I'm very old school when it comes to it. I personally don't like to eat the snacks at a party. I think that you're there as a worker, so you should go in, do your job, and get out. So, as far as the guests, let them come in, do their thing. I usually accept something to drink from a host, but I really have gotten into that habit where I try to be as professional as possible. So we usually suggest, no snacks. Now, every now and then you have a host who makes you take something home, take a doggy bag, and you're good, good to go. So the other thing is, again, children, no party, or no at the party. Now, if you're doing a mommy and me party because you have a child who's older, who's able to, be with you, and you don't have to really worry, feel free to bring them along, and that's completely fine. So the other thing, customer service and warranties. I do have a separate video for warranties. Warranties is something, if you have questions, you contact us, you contact Tupperware, we can help you with them. But remember, everything has a lifetime warranty, chipping, cracking, breaking, peeling, and we, do service that. Now, Tupperware will replace it for free. FedEx will not ship it for free. So if a customer is not placing an order, they do have to pay shipping. You have to charge shipping, unless you're having orders shipped to you where you can tack it on, but just know, that there is going to be a shipping charge. So as far as replacements go, it is part of our job. You'd be surprised at how many people, get future business out of replacements. I will tell you, my whole business started because I helped a woman replace a couple Tupperware seals. So you never know where, the customer service aspect can take you. So definitely, want to do that. Now, product knowledge. The one thing I'm going to tell you about product knowledge is, of course, the more you start to use your products, for instance, products in your kit, you're going to get more knowledgeable with them. We suggest that you do that. Use the products in your kit, because once you start to use them and you see the benefits of them, you'll be able to talk about that at your parties. And people want to hear about why you use it and what's the benefit of it. If you can't paint the picture of why they need to have that in their kitchen, then they're not going to necessarily want to, purchase it or host a party to get it. So you definitely want to teach them the benefits and the product knowledge about the product, but even yet so, them using it. Our cooking classes is what we try to instill in you, because then it helps give you the confidence that you know how to use your products, so you can then and therefore turn around and use them at your parties. So the other thing, of course, I can't stress enough, the training. Come to what you can. I could probably count on my hand how many times in almost 20 years that I have missed a training event, because I learned something new at every single meeting. So come to what you can. For sure, it will be worth it, I promise. The other thing is, your catalogs and stuff. Make sure that you're getting up to date with your supplies. You get supplies in your kit, but just know that you want to continue to keep, purchasing your supplies. It's all tax deductions at the end of the day. Keep your receipts. So the other thing is the sale flyer. I want to kind of explain that, because our sale flyer goes mid-month to mid-month. Now, sometimes we have tear-off sheets in the back of the sale flyer. So you want to make sure that you're checking the dates on that, because you don't want customers to purchase from it past, the end of the sales month. So always kind of track that of when the sales end. Sometimes they offer weekly incentives, sales stuff. So make sure that you're kind of tracking the dates and all of that, and you don't, just know that once it's gone from the system and it's not in the sale flyer anymore, it's gone. So, our catalogs, we get 3 catalogs a year. We get a catalog in January, in May, and September. But the sales flyers change monthly, and again, sometimes we have weekly sales offers. So the other thing is dating parties. There is a separate video that I go through about dating parties. The one thing about dating parties is you can date them anywhere. And it doesn't necessarily have to be called a party. It could be called cooking class, it could be called a demonstration. I do offer another video that tells you about different types of party themes, because we want you to understand that creating an easy party will equal easy money, and will equal people wanting to date more parties with you. Because if you keep it fun and informative, I promise they will date parties with you to be able to get what they want for free. So just know that. So as far as that, I'm going to actually teach you on a separate video on how to date parties using the penny game. So stay tuned for that. There's a couple, again, other videos that you want to go through. And if you ever have any questions, you can contact me. But just know that this is a learn as you go business. You're not going to learn everything that you need to know. I still learn things almost 20 years later. So make sure that you're still staying connected with us, and we'll keep you, keep that knowledge going and keep you learning more, because when you learn more, you earn more. So again, don't forget to text to me the secret code for this particular video, because every time you text me with the code, you're going to get entered into a special drawing. So don't forget that. So the secret code for this video is let's get started. Because now that you've learned a little bit about your kit and you've had the opportunity to go through the stuff in your kit, now it's time for you to get started. So again, welcome to our True Destiny team. I look forward to getting to see you at one of our upcoming events, and stay tuned for the next video. So thanks again.